Live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Alan Wake. Last time, when we left off, we had just wrapped up episode 2 and had gotten the message from Rose, although we could see in the cutscene that the Dark Presence was actually dictating to her that she had the manuscript that the kidnapper is looking for, and that we should come meet her at her trailer to get it. And so, to the trailer park we go to kick off our 4th episode of Alan Wake, which is our 4th episode of Alan Wake, which is the start of episode 3 of the game. In case that wasn't confusing. Alright. I know I started a little late. We'll give people the usual few minutes to get in here. Meantime, we'll load the Stein up with Diet 7-Up. It's a Wednesday night. Avalanche opening night is tomorrow, so I figure I'll take it easy tonight. Infinimora! Hey, how are ya? You say hello, y'all. You're the first to arrive, near as I can see, but welcome. It's good to have you. Halfway through the week. How are things? I should start articulating this a little bit more clearly. If you're watching later on YouTube, you should feel free to skip to the 5-minute mark. That's where I'll actually start the game. Unless you like hearing my little spiels. Long hours at work, but good. Well, if you say so. Well, I suppose. Are you hourly or salaried? Because for hourly employees, long hours at work are good. Hey DBZ, I'm showing 3 viewers now, and I realize that I do probably attract some lurkers. I don't mind lurkers. There are lots of times I watch Twitch, I lurk. I don't feel compelled to participate in chat. Lurking still boosts all my metrics, so I never fault anyone for not chatting. I'm just happy they're here watching. It's good stuff. Generally speaking, for my caffeine-free, zero-calorie soda, I prefer Fresca in any of its permutations, but Diet 7-Up is good. Sprite Zero is good. I like citrusy beverages. Ugh, 10 hours today? That's rough. I say that, I'm pretty sure I worked over 11. Not that it's a pissing contest, but yeah, I was at the office from 7 till 6:30 today. That's pretty standard. And I'm salaried. Such is life. Well, and we'll give it a few more minutes. So it's kind of a surprise if any of the evening episodes get a ton of viewers, but I appreciate those of you who do show up. It means a lot to me. Alright, that would be 5 minutes. Let's fire it up.
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Interesting. All right. Follow Randolph.
Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
Let's look around. We have no weapons, not that we need them. That's one thing about this game, as long as it's daylight, we're safe. What up, Barry?
Just follow me. It's not far.
Alright. I should look at the sign. Sparkling River Estates, mobile home court, spaces and rentals. Lot manager, Mr. Randolph, 555-2368.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers. Listen, I got things to do. This place don't run itself.
Get the coffee thermos. Now we can follow him. All the way to her trailer. I don't know, DBZ. Why don't you run an experiment? Try calling the one we just saw. See what happens.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Alrighty. It's just a beer can. Ain't got no time for that. And could this guy be any slower? Here
Well,
she is.
mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
Rose
We're just
Marigold.
here to talk to her, pal.
All right. In we go.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Alrighty, out we go.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Rose and Barry. Here's a thermos.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
Leave the trailer. There's a
My gun
manuscript
and
page.
flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Get to the car. Randolph calls the police.
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Alrighty. Here's the radio.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Calder, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know, I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had argument with Danny, Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me out on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure?
Hi, Carefree. You haven't really missed much. There was, when we got to Rose's trailer, she gave us some coffee and it was drugged, and so we fell asleep until nighttime. That's really all you've missed. That and gathering a few little collectibles. All right. It's Mr. Randolph.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slade!
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake! Come on! Make it easier!
Get after him! Don't let him get away!
Escape the police.
Move it! I'll have your job if you let him get away!
Oh, good. I just love a forced stealth section in an action game. They always work so well. There may be a stream this weekend, Carefree. I'm not sure which day, but we're in town. Checkpoint and a manuscript page. The Dark Presence sleeps.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Ruh-roh. Can see another manuscript page down here. Rose visited by the Dark Presence.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. "Pretty girl," she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
All right. About them, 11 months at Tier 2. That's just amazing.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase. I don't have time for this.
Well, make the time. Can't just go shooting at people in my town. Over.
I'm a federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my methods, Sheriff? Make an appointment. Over.
You stay right where you are, Agent Nightingale. I'm on my way. Out.
You're right, Epotham. It really doesn't seem like it's been 11 months. It's crazy. Carefree, that's awesome.
Search the area. Stay sharp. This way. Over here.
Ruh-roh.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Oh, goody.
Sheriff Baker, this is Agent Nightingale. I've lost contact with person men you assigned to me. It's Wake's doing.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
Checkpoint. I guess the darkness is helping us right now. Thermos. Oh, come on now.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what are you... Come on! Sit down and give me that.
James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
All right.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance. I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Reach the radio station. Hooray! How long have we been going? Oh, half an hour. We're good.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Alright, well. Head up here, grab the thermos. Noise. Checkpoint reached. Hooray. Hey, flashlight. There we go.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Flashbangs. Nice.
Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report, over. Team 2, come in. I need a report, over. Come on, guys, talk to me. Come in, please, over.
Press middle mouse to throw a flashbang. Alright. Checkpoint. Whew, alright. More flashbangs. Batteries.
And here's another call. You're on KBF-FM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10-15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Alright. Checkpoint. Sound and Fury. What's that one? Kill 4 taken with a single flashbang. Nice. Almost missed this manuscript page. But I didn't. Rose touched by the dark presence.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
It's growing on me, Carefree, the new Twitch layout. I didn't like it at first, but that's probably just because nobody likes it when things change. I'm finding it easier on the eyes the farther along we go with it. More flashbangs. Hold on, let me get my bearings. I'm looking for a graffiti rock. There it is. Are you freaking kidding me? I really thought it was telling me that. Yes, here we go. Go up the ledge. Walk in light. Batteries and flares. Okay. Oh, goody. Whew. Now we can run for the radio station. Whew. Okay. Checkpoint reached. Whew. Alrighty. That was dicey.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why the cops bother with the trailer park.
What do you mean?
It's a trailer park. Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well...
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
The Night Owl, the voice of Pat Maine, all night, every night. Early bird, start your day right, 6 to 10 a.m. 97.6 FM, KBF-FM, Bright Falls Radio. You can see a coffee thermos here underneath it.
famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt her.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
More of this. Alrighty.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
I guess I can see it down there at least. Keep going for now. Still not too late. Manuscript page. Nightingale in the radio station.
Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Alright, off we go. Flares. Come on. There we go. Shotgun ammo, revolver. Finally a gun. Oh, thank you. Goody.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
I mean, that's neat, though. The darkness controls the Taken. Is it gonna go out? Yep. Oh, but I can turn it back on. Very nice. I think I went the wrong way. I definitely did, actually. Back to my prior checkpoint. Okay. We gotta head up toward the radio. Tower. Do I know how to gift subs on the Twitch app for Android? I do not. I'm sorry. I bet someone in chat does. Or they will. When we're actually doing our weekend stream later. I think I missed a thermos on the way up, but we have to go back down, so we'll get it on our way back down. Pretty straightforward. Oh, nope, didn't miss it. There it is. Good. Alright, all the way up here at the radio tower. It's a manuscript page and 2 flares. Walter fights Danny.
Danny had stepped out, but what stumbled back in was something else. Something alien. A monster. Walter tried to kill it, first with his fists, then a chair. It wouldn't die. Instead, it kept coming, unaffected by the beating it had taken. After Walter managed to kick it down the cellar stairs, fear took over. He ran, got behind the wheel, gunned the engine. The booze wouldn't make him forget, but he knew he had to try.
Alright, that's it for up here. One of those times where we have to break ourselves just for a freaking collectible, but should be hearing bird noises. Get ready, we're gonna have to kill a few groups of them. All the way down, back to our last safe haven, then up to the work lights. Alright, let's catch our breath. Now we need to head back to where those work lights are. Shotgun. Oh, hello. Okay. In light, you can hurt them. Ammo, batteries. There we go. Carney. That is knock over 5 can pyramids. Well, okay. Manuscript page somewhere around here as well. There it is. Now the game is getting tougher for sure. It ramps up the difficulty as you go. Wake attacked by a bulldozer.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
All right. A thermos. I hate these areas where stuff's gonna spawn. There's a manuscript page. Sarah distrusts Nightingale. Okay, yeah, we've only got about half of them.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
All right. I think we'll go for one more checkpoint, and then we're going to have to end the stream. Because we've been going about an hour. That seems fair to me. So.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan. Alan. I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Manuscript page. Wake attacked by a possessed object.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again. I could see a railway bridge up ahead and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Okay, well, we want to head left from the stump and follow the graffiti there. Revolver bullets, shotgun ammo, flares, and batteries. All right. Onward. Oh, there's our checkpoint. All right, boys. Like I said, it's time to end. We've been going an hour. That's a solid midweek episode. So, the 6 of you who are currently joining me live on Twitch, thank you so much for being here. If you're new here and you enjoy what you saw, I hope you will hit that follow button so you can see when we go live in the future. If you're watching later on YouTube, if you enjoyed it, I hope you'll hit like. If you didn't, I hope you will leave a comment and tell me why so that I can improve. I know it can be tough to catch live streams. I also know I stream at kind of an odd hour, usually weeknight evenings. But all of my content eventually makes its way to YouTube, so if you subscribe to the channel, you don't need to worry about missing anything. Finally, regardless of the platform you're on, I hope you will join our Discord server. The link to do so is in the Twitch channel description. It's also in the YouTube video description. The Discord is where I make official channel announcements. It's where we discuss the things you'd like to see me play, and it's where there's a fun, growing community of people who love video games just as much as you and me. I'm not sure exactly when the next stream is going to be. It'll be this weekend. I'm kind of leaning towards Sunday, but watch the Discord. I'll keep you posted, and I'll let you know as soon as I know. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you all sometime this weekend. Take care.